Mic check, mic check. Are we live?
We're
We are
live.
live. We are live.
Man, I feel like is it March? I think it is March.
Yeah, it is March.
Yes,
We
Mark.
don't,
Up.
Yeah, it's March.
Ooh, I gotta take it
we're that much closer to Christmas.
back. Is it that much closer to Christmas? We are not looking forward to that.
I almost go broke. I got you know how it is. I got a big family, so well we got a great two topics actually. We've got Jam Master Jay, and then a little bit because I this topic here it kind of touched me because I know how us as Gen X we kind of walked into the technology era, and then the typewriters also, and so we know both worlds. But I feel like it's students are very addicted to the cell phones, if not us as adults. And so I just want to talk a little bit about that because I came from a high school and I was the guest speaker, and about 75% of them were on their phones. And I'm looking at the teacher like, is there like a no cell phone policy here? But anyways, we'll talk a little bit about that. Stand by.
Looking down at those who left me, promise I'm not being petty. I'm the one they envy, Brody moving state to state, make $1 million out to send me, plus I grinded from the start. I was stacking pennies, I might dip like Machiavelli, after the confetti. Who ready? We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? We ready? Who ready? Who? We ready? Who? Who ready? Who? We ready?
The ongoing series about the life of the people touched by the love of the Pacific. Here are their stories. This is Highway 54.
Highway 54 back in the house. Oh, we got a little baby.
And who's ready?
Are we ready?
Right.
I like you guys' background, Carla D3, with a little arcade in the back.
Arcades. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Got a little '80s arcade roller skate feel to it.
Is that like is that Asteroid? Tell me that's Asteroid. Or Galaxy.
Galaga.
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 It had like 100 games on it or something like that.
Oh.
Beer post.
Paperboy.
Paperboy.
Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man.
What?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. And I think Dig Dug is on there.
Dig Dug. My game in was it Atari? I think it was Atari. Atari NES, I think. Super NES. It was Contra. That's the only game I played every day till I finished it. Like the first Contra, I finished that sucker.
Contra was dope.
Yes.
My dad was hooked on Link.
I remember
Mm.
Link.
Every day after he comes back from work. We're in Korea, and he worked for the embassy at the time, and he would come back every day in his khakis, you know, a little Navy guy in khakis, and he would play Link every day. I don't know if he remembers that, but I remember watching him finish that sucker.
Yeah. My mom, she used to love playing ColecoVision, and she loved what was it? Ladybug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. But anyways, Contra. I think I want to scour the Facebook ad and see if anybody's selling the actual Contra arcade and just have that in my. I think I saw
Somewhere. 'Cause I know there's this thing that you can plug into your TV that's supposed to have like 100 games on there. Might be on
I
there.
know. It might be.
I think I like the aesthetics too of the look of it. It takes you back. Like
I know.
and I would like a pinball machine.
Ooh, yes. Well, good evening, everybody. Thanks for everybody joining in. We're just kind of warming ourselves up here. The CD guns.
I tried to slide it in there. I asked Anthony, have you ever seen a pinball machine before?
Yes, I actually played a couple games.
Okay.
Are there arcades still have pinball
Yeah,
machines?
there's one in not Greenbelt, Glen Burnie, that actually only has pinball machines, and some of the new pinball machines that are out as well.
Kind that you pull, like the pinball machines, like you pull. Or
Yeah, you pull. Yeah. And they got the pull ones, they got the push button ones, they had the old Ghostbuster ones. Like
Nice.
they revamped a lot of them too. It's like people still make them.
Yeah. I feel like the arcades are coming back now. I mean, I know remember back then every mall had an arcade, but now I think a lot of bar/arcades are coming back. And I know in Las Vegas they have a really big arcade, right? Pinball. I think it's called Pinballs. I don't know what it is.
That was the only reason I would go to the mall was to the arcade or go
right.
Skateland in Salisbury. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We go to Skateland. We'd actually got a railroad tracks like a couple miles just to get to Skateland, and we couldn't skate all that great. It was like, man, they had a Hang On and that one race car game.
Pole position.
Pole position, yeah. And Hang On was the one with the motorcycle.
Yeah.
With all types of quarters in those games.
Where's that Dragon Slayer with the cartoon?
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one I played a lot, but I always died like in the first few minutes.
Yeah, cause remember they had a what's that? I think they had a cartoon that went to that too.
Yes. All right, guys. So the reason why I'm talking about this topic and we don't really talk about it often, is that we're addicted to this technology, and and students, it was more apparent to me how addicted we are and how our kids are addicted. I went to a high school to do a presentation for like 30 minutes, and I tell you, there was about 20 kids, and about 18 were on their phones. Not like checking their phones, like literally on their phones. And about the rest of them were, listening intently. And so I really want to talk about this and how it affects not just the students, but also us. Bye-bye. So they say there's a study out there saying there's a cell phone in your student's brain. So here's the lowdown. Imagine this: you're studying a test, phone silenced and tucked away, but you still bomb it. Turns out you're just having your phone nearby, even if it's quiet as a mouse, can mess with your brain. You know how we have a phone and we're eating dinner and we just put it down? Face down, because you don't want anybody looking at your notifications, or you just put it away. Like, I want to tell you what, I started doing that because my friends will we have a group and they'd be like showing dick pics and stuff. I'm like, nah, I'm at work.
What?
Bro, I had those type of friends, man. People
Wait,
taking.
what?
Yeah, they were like,
guys that are showing dick pics.
Yeah.
Not boobs, not And
Oh, that too, but that's part of it. And then, like,
What?
taking a shit and then they take a picture of the poo,
What?
and it's not and it's showing up, notification poop. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, sometimes
Anyways.
you gotta mute conversations for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
So
That
so I
right.
so I had the habit of always putting my phone down.
I didn't
Not
even know that was
because
a thing.
not because I'm cheating or whatever. It's because inappropriate stuff going through my phone.
well, now I don't have friends like that.
No.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah.
so here's a scoop. In 2017, a study revealed that students who took math tests with their phones on their desk, in their bags, or even in another room scored lower than those with those phones nowhere in sight. Even with the phone silent and out of reach, they still are distracted the students. And then it even adds more distraction because you have your, what do you call that? The iPhone watch.
And your Apple Watch. Yeah.
Apple Watch. Yeah.
Yeah, so your phone could be in another room, but your Apple Watch is connected, and that distracts you more. So, why the phone frenzy? Researchers says that it thinks because the phone triggers a brain system called an automatic attention. This system is like a built-in security guard, constantly scanning the important stuff, and it ignores most things, but jumps to action when it hears something like a ping or a vibrate
Right.
or a fire alarm. So you're always distracted at whatever on your phone or on your watch. So the problem is our phones with their constant notifications and updates are like annoying fire alarms in your pocket. So even when they're off, they keep your brain on high alert.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? And then do you
Wow.
kind of like notice now, like when you have your phone or it vibrates in your pocket, and you're always constantly like, should I look at my phone? Should I look at my watch?
I used to be like that. I really did. I mean, especially when I was on Facebook, I used to be like that, but now not so much. I'll put my shit away. Like I just, I refuse to be a slave to the phone anymore. Like I'll go on Instagram, post something, or send a message and be gone. If forget about stuff. But I refuse to be a slave to my phone anymore because I used to be.
Yeah. So the study says forget about. So what can we do? I mean, the obvious thing is less phone time, right? Having the phone next to you. So the study says that forget turning your phone face down or silencing it. The real fix is to physically separate. Leaving your phone in another room seems extreme, but it might be the brain booster. So I know, like in some jobs, I know in the government too, depending on what building you go into, you cannot take your phone, period, into the office area. It's
Right.
locked up into a little locker.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that is something we as married couples or even a family should do, certain times or hours during the day, that we should put our phones like locked up?
Yeah.
I think it depends, because it really depends. Like for me, because of running the podcast and meeting with people, I do have scheduled items.
Mhm.
But also, it's like if I'm not really needing it immediately, then yeah, I'll put it down. But then I wind up logging into it on my laptop anyway. So it's what's the point? I don't know.
It's
Maybe I
so
just need
different.
I just need to set my own separation.
Well, I mean, how?
Yeah.
So is that how you manage your distractions when you need to focus? Is
Well, when I manage my distractions, what I do is what I do. Oh, I just realized, like I've read, like I'll say in my head that these people already made their money. I think it's time for me to make mine. Or I'll just say, like, you know what, I need to get up and stretch and really, get my body moving. So
So, well, what tips do you have to help students like stay focused? So that's the thing. This new generation, they call it what, Gen Alpha? I don't know,
yeah.
Gen Z.
I
Again,
forgot.
it all depends on the person, because like the teachers could be like extremely boring, and like I used to get in trouble for drawing on desk because the teacher would be so boring, and I'll draw on a piece of paper, I'll draw something. Even though the phone wasn't there, I still was finding other things to entertain me. So
Mhm.
it's it's hard to, maybe I would say guidance from the teacher would be to be flexible on the items that the person can do in case, or give direction ahead of time to say like, hey, if you find this topic extremely boring, or that you've already completed this task, you may go ahead on and read forward and continue on the rest of the work. Because I am a firm believer of like teachers should already have all of their stuff lined out on what they want the kids to do for the rest of the year. They could post it up on the board, have the kids as they complete the task, knock them out. Instead of waiting around for instruction, they can go ahead on and do self-learning and knock out all their classwork. So I'm okay with that. It just really depends on the comfortability of the teacher and how far are and how much do they want to actually distract the kids. I mean, not distract them, but hinder them from advanced education by telling them, no, you have to go at the pace of the whole class. Like, not everybody learns at the same pace. And that's one of the horrible things about teaching. I mean, about the school system, not teaching itself. But when it comes to providing, like, say you are doing a talk to an assembly and stuff like that, you can kind of not look at the person that is having a distraction, but more so of like, what are you doing as the presenter, making that activity exciting? So that's one of the things I would say look into, not so much the person that's receiving the information, because they could still hear you and hear you clearly and understand everything that you're saying and
But they're
regurgitate
looking at their
everything that
phone.
you're
But they're
saying.
looking at their phone. Yeah.
Right. Because I was one of those people. Like, I can, like, right now I'm editing my whole email list that's about to go out tomorrow, but I'm still paying attention to the podcast. So, like, I can do multiple things.
Are you?
Yeah.
D3, what do you guys do in your office? I mean, to distract, not get distracted, especially when you have meetings, right? I've been called out a couple years ago of checking my phone a little bit too often while there's a meeting. It wasn't just me; it was like there's a lot of other people too checking their phones. But this is when smartphones were, beyond the BlackBerry. It was getting more. Everybody had a smartphone. Like 9 out of 10 people in the room had a smartphone, always looking at their phone as there's a meeting going on.
With us, big shout out to Los that's up in here too. My kinfolk, my co-worker, he is up in here. Big shout out to him. It goes back to something that he said months ago. You have to have it in you, not on you. So the thing is, do you care enough to do your job and not to be distracted on anything else? Because not saying that our job is super duper more important than anybody else's. It's the thing is, if you're here, then I need you here.
Gotcha.
Mentally, you have to be here.
Right.
And there's certain things that, I mean, I'm a brag a little bit, and Los can back me up. Since we've been there haven't been any major meetings or town halls or different stuff going on with different embassies and stuff like that we had to tune into that we've missed. And we care about that record. So we care enough to like, okay, well, these are major dignitaries. We need to handle our business because all they need to do is just be able to come, sit down, press one button to be able to talk, and that's it. They don't really care about the logistics. They don't care about how many hoops you had to jump through, how many dry runs you had to go through, none of that. So you have to care about what you're actually doing at that time. A phone is not really that important. Not then, unless you have your phone that's actually helping you with your job. So we have our phone and stuff like that too. But as far as students are concerned, I understand it varies because you have certain students that, I mean, they're the adults in their family, unfortunately. So they're multitasking. They have the other things that they have to think about too, and then jump back on and be back in school and then perform at peak precision. So it's kind of tough, especially when we live in a digital age. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no way we can really remedy it because if you think about it, AI is getting farther and farther more advanced. So you're going to have more and more electronic devices to deal with, not just telephones. You're going to be dealing with glasses to do the exact same thing that phones do. So if you ban phones, you got glasses in the class. You can't tell a kid to take their prescription glasses off and it still does the exact same thing.
But again, it's like you said earlier, it's like, it goes back to the relevancy. Like, they had to find it in themselves. But if they don't find the topic relevant, like, I guess you could think about like planting seeds. Like, not all seeds are planted. Like, you
Yeah.
know, you can plant like a mustard seed inside regular soil and want to call it pots. You know, Carla gonna grow that thing. But grow it
Burger.
over here,
Yeah.
I mean, they probably get a bud and then it die out tomorrow. Like it depends.
Well, here's how I feel about students having the cell phones. I think it should be actually like a cell phone or a digital media or whatever etiquette class or something like that.
Mm.
Like it should be and I was talking to my cousin about this earlier, and she had mentioned etiquette is the word that teach them the etiquette, teach them how not to misuse it.
Yeah.
When you have it in school and stuff like that, because if they don't have it in the school, we wouldn't know a lot of things like about the school shootings. We know even more about
Mm.
shootings. If they didn't have their phones, we know more now about like some of the school shootings and some of the other details that unfolded.
Yeah. Yeah.
We know more about they were able to alert, certain people and stuff like that. Also, we know more about teachers that are not doing the right thing.
Or on OnlyFans.
Yeah, oh yeah. We know.
The parents find that out.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Damn
We know a lot more than we wouldn't have known that back in our day. But I think that it can be a blessing and it can be a curse because you got also kids. You have people that want to record fights and all that other kind of stuff. I honestly think that should be like a detention or something like that.
Mm.
And, well, if you're recording the fight too, and then somebody really gets hurt, then you get to see the people that are in the fight. But the whole thing is, y'all shouldn't be really fighting.
They had a they had
if you're gonna record, call the police first. At least.
yeah. No,
You know what I mean? So it's just like, okay, you recorded it, but this person got killed and you didn't call you probably should have called the police first. Call 911 or call somebody, call the teachers, call somebody. But
there is a couple schools now in the States that they're banning cell phones. They're doing the Dave Chappelle thing where they have the little pocket and they lock it as they enter the school or classroom, and then it won't open until either lunchtime or after. And they saw a boost in interaction in the classroom, and the scores of the students were higher. So I feel like they should not ban entirely the cell phone usage. So I think maybe like at lunchtime or break time, whatever. But I think in the classroom it should be banned because we all grew up with no cell phone and we're fine. I feel like
around shooting people and
or like Anthony doodling and shit.
Yeah, I got a lot of detention. Yeah.
I'm saying a lot of like the drug abuse and the kids are just different now. I mean, they're really different.
Well, you got kids, there no cell phone, in the classroom, depending on the teacher, and beating up the teacher because they keep using the phone.
Well, that goes back to etiquette. That goes back to training your kids at home. It talking to your kids about the cell phone at home and stuff like that. I mean, you're just giving a kid a cell phone and then they're going to do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Ariel has had a cell phone since she was 9 years old when we were in Okinawa. She's had a cell phone ever since then. Ariel is not even a social media person. You've never seen Ariel post anything on social media. She's not that person that's going to, she won't even turn on her ringer. Yeah. That's Ariel. Like if her phone rings, she don't know where the fuck it is. If it ain't in her hand, she's just like, I mean, it's in my hand, so I'll call you back. Shit. She has control of her life. Like some people don't have control.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then there's people that entirely have no social media at all. That seems weird to me, but I mean, I get it. But also now we're walking into an age where they have the virtual glasses now.
VR goggles,
Yeah, VR.
No, thank you.
Or no, wouldn't it be augmented
reality?
It's a little bit of both.
Yeah, for AR.
Yeah, I mean,
it depends on how you're using it, I guess.
I mean, now back then it was like, oh, iPhone, and then not everybody's gonna get that, and then now everybody has it, and the iPad came out, then everybody has it now. Now it's nothing, like
I never had an iPad.
Remember that iPhone?
Yeah, we
I
had
never
the
had one.
iPod.
Yeah.
iPod, iTouch, the
Everybody
iTouch.
spend much-
Ariel had
money,
the
yeah.
iPod, the iPod Shuffle, the iTouch.
Yeah, Apple Vision Pro is called. Yeah, reality.
Yeah.
That's gonna be in the next 5-10 years. That's gonna be like almost everybody has that because they're walking around.
Yeah, they need to come down on that price though.
Yeah.
I mean, 3Gs.
Yeah, they're watching a meeting, but they also got Pornhub.com on the side too. Like,
Oh,
Well, come to find out with that thing, it has really good memory as far as like what room that you put it in. So if you have the the adult entertainment in one room, which is more than likely the guys probably put in the bathroom, then you
mhm.
can actually walk around to your other rooms and have all your other stuff on too. So you can keep your kitchen for your like your recipes and everything like that with the goggles on. You go inside the kitchen, watch stuff, whatever. Walk to the next room, you can watch whatever.
Yeah.
So you're not, and that's one of the things, the features that they don't advertise on their website. But I saw a couple of people advertise it on there when they were trying it out, and I actually thought that was actually pretty cool. That it has spatial recognition.
for people that have an issue with Apple knowing exactly what they're doing and stuff like that too, while they're going to different websites and stuff like that inside of their home.
I mean, you do that with your phone.
Yeah.
You take your phone everywhere.
Yeah, but you got
Most
3D,
people do.
3D vision.
Say I want to buy Nike
that's
shoes
true.
right now. Watch all your social media pop up with Nike ads.
Oh yeah.
Well, it has eye tracking too. So, since it has eye tracking, I think there's like 8 cameras on the thing.
God.
Yeah, 4K. Yeah, you can't beat that. I ain't gonna say nothing else to that one.
We're gonna have a good night tonight, Rose.
You can get things up to 8K nowadays.
Got my
I mean,
Apple Vision Pro, 8 cameras.
Yeah.
Big dude, what you got for pork chop?
I think you got like I forgot how many mics does it have. It has a lot of cameras, a lot of microphones.
Wow. Yeah, you take your home video to the next level.
You're gonna need a Scotch guard everything.
Emotional.
Woo! Like, oh shit, my phone's on. Oh, the camera's on.
Stuff pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, he was sipping on moonshine.
It's not
What's that?
moonshine.
What's that?
It's a sipping cream.
A si-
Pause.
Pause.
Wow.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I find myself too with with my wife. I need to lessen the phone time, especially when I'm at home or with her. So, I think that's people. I think people are already doing it now, but I think that's one thing is if we're not. And I know for me and Coach Anthony, all of us actually, we use it to connect to make sure our business is running and connecting with people, Instagram and emails and checking. I have emails for my work, but.
Well, one guy I talked to actually, what he did was his camera, his laptop automatically shuts down at 4:30 p.m. every day. And the
nice.
only way that he can unlock it is that his wife has to come in and get the code. She's the only one that has a code. He doesn't know it. So pretty much when that screens go black, that's it. He don't know it. He's out. The thing is a brick out to him at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow. So when he's cutting off, he's cutting off. Like, there
Gotcha.
is no coming back.
Wow.
Well, Carlo, you know that FSS, we ain't like that, man. We're always on 24/7. That's the hard part for our career field because we're NWR, so we're on all the time. And maybe that's one thing too with our significant others. Like they want like an immediate like, hey man, I just texted you. Hey man, I just emailed you. Hey man, I just called you. Like everybody's used to that.
We ain't even that. That's the thing. It's like me and Dorsey, we're like I hear people or I see people that call their spouse like all day long at work and stuff. Like, why?
Emotional, damn it.
Yeah, me.
All day.
I love them to death. I really do. But I mean,
But hell, give me a chance to miss you. Damn.
yeah.
Exactly.
Gracious.
Yeah.
What you doing? I just left like an hour ago. Like I'm at work.
Something happened in my life to where I gotta talk to you every 10 minutes.
Right. We just be like,
I'm not
have
that
a great
interested.
day at work, drive safely, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
he might text me and be like, oh, contractor's on his way or something like that. Or as far as like picking up I don't think we might talk on the phone at work. I might have talked to him like 4 times in 1 year.
It's more text.
Yeah.
Coming home.
Hey, mom. Oh, that's
You got-
Aunt Brenda. Hi, Aunt Brenda.
Oh
Oh,
wow, Brenda
I
came
saw
through.
was Cotman up. Hey, Aunt Brenda. That's
Yeah, I had to
my.
looked at the tech specs for that Apple Vision Pro, and it's
Yeah.
like 10 cameras. Look like so
Wow.
6 world-facing tracking cameras, 4 eye tracking cameras, 1 true depth camera, 2 high-resolution main cameras.
Uh-huh.
Then also you got lidar, so like I guess for movement. 4 internal measurement units, a flicker sensor, and an ambient light sensor.
So
So
6 facing tracking camera, 2 high res cams, 4 eye tracking cams, and 1 2 depth.
That just gave me a headache. Like that's too much. Like at this point, I'm trying to get. I don't even know all my features on my iPhone, and it's a 13.
Man, they got more cameras than a stoplight.
Okay.
Exactly. They're taking porn to a whole new level there.
true depth. True depth.
That is a POV right there. Point of view.
Wait till they get the bodysuits.
Oh no.
Like they do with the body molding, like they do with
Oh yeah.
sports stuff like that too. The little globes that they have on the bodies that actually mimic your movement.
Mm.
So all they have in those video games is based off of real people's movements.
Well, I'm thinking about the fluid suits though. The fluid suits, so you can feel everything all at once. So you got all your sensors fully immersed.
Wow. So is Meta a thing? Because I know it came out last year or a year and a half ago or something like that.
It's still out.
Still out there.
They
have the
came out with a new
virtual.
version.
Now that virtual just making it more meta friendly, right?
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, they allow courtside seats now with that though with Meta.
What?
Yep. So when you're watching the game instead of watching it on TV, you're courtside on your Meta device. I think they just released it late last month.
Man, how much? I wonder how much that could be. Like a subscription or same thing as buying a ticket.
I don't know. You just put the goggles on and you can just control your camera where you want to, look around.
That's
watch people going up and down the court.
So they actually have a camera. They actually have a camera on the
floor.
On the floor.
Wow.
And they got it on both ends of the court too. So you can either sit side court or behind the hoops. Like you're in the game. Pretty much.
Interesting. Well, I guess by talking about this, technology is just going to take over, and it's just going to be harder and harder for our schools. But
that's taking over, and then, I mean,
yeah,
AI is just it's gonna be a blessing and a curse there.
It is.
It already.
Are we going to turn into Terminator?
Cameras. What was Skynet?
It's already here now.
Already there. Yeah.
Pretty much there now. All right, so let's go into our next topic here. It's actually a not client, but audience request. Stand by. Jam Master Jay's murderers convicted of after 2 decades have found the perpetrators. Stand by. Run DMC, Jam Master Jay, the DJ, after 22 years, 2 men have been convicted in the murder of the hip-hop legend Jam Master Jay, who Carl Jordan Juder and Ronald Washington were found guilty in a jury in Brooklyn federal court. Prosecutors believe the murder stemmed from a failed drug deal. So everybody knows he was the Jam Master Jay of Run DMC, was shot in 2002. 2002, I'm sorry. And the motive was allegedly revenge for a cocaine deal gone wrong. And yeah, I'm just trying to figure out why it took 22 years. And they said they were already a suspect for that long.
Right. And then like there were more people in that room. They were like, it wasn't like just them two or just him by himself. There was like other people in the room. So it's just like to bring those people, take that long to bring those people to justice is crazy. And then it was his godson and a childhood friend that was the ones that killed him.
Well, my thing is with Jam Master Jay, wasn't he like a big deal with promoting anti-drug, and and he has that DJ school, and it was he a part of the drug deal, or was he, or they thought he was part of the drug deal?
He's part of it, allegedly.
Oh man.
But I mean, even still, I mean, it's just a sticky situation. Anytime you're involved in something like that, it's just sticky. Period. Like you can't just barely put your toe in it a lot of times. Just like you're all in um, when you're dealing with something like that. I don't know what part he played as far as was he the big guy or was he in between or whatever.
Key, yeah,
Yeah,
the key deal maker.
right.
Yeah, I'm not a police officer or investigator by any stretch of the imagination, but him being him being shot in the head and stuff like that, and the other people up in there making it out, it was obviously personal,
Right.
and it was
Exactly.
somebody who knew how to get up in there that he knew and they knew too. So,
Right. Right.
but then like CD Gunn said, I mean, you got people there that don't like snitching unless something specifically happens to them and their family. So okay, so there's a difference between a snitch. Make sure everybody knows the difference. There is a difference between a snitch, a rat, and a whistleblower.
Mhm.
It's a big difference. Telling something about what happened within a crime or something like that, that doesn't make you a rat or a snitch. It makes you a whistleblower.
Absolutely.
It's a big difference. Now, if you're a rat, that means that you had no business being involved in something but you want to tell on somebody else. If you're a snitch, you were involved in that too, but you're doing that just to get off.
Mhm.
So you're telling on somebody else. Make sure you know the difference. Saying what happened to him makes you a whistleblower, and it shouldn't have took 2 decades.
You better preach.
Yeah. Yeah. 22 years is too long. I mean, this is not the first case of a hip hop rapper or R&B singer entangled or murdered. You got what was that? Biggie. You've got Tupac,
But that was
Yeah, Mac Dre,
Mac Dre. I mean, there's a whole bunch.
Big L.
Yeah, Extension,
Yeah.
King Von, back in 2020.
right.
Yeah.
And like you said, if you look, there was a documentary in Netflix, and they're like, there is no way that the people in there don't know who the fuck
dude.
came in here and shot him in the head. There's no
Right.
way.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And your God, and the thing about it is that's your inner circle, your childhood friend, and your godson. Somebody that if that's your godson, you probably took care of him. I'm sure.
And just the
Mhm.
impact that he had on other people's lives that he didn't even know
Word.
was huge if you think
Right.
about it, regardless of what he's doing behind the scenes. Run
Mhm.
DMC, they changed the landscape of music as a whole because MTV wasn't playing anybody as far as rap is concerned until they came out with Aerosmith Walk This Way.
Yeah.
They changed the game.
Yeah.
So the question is, the motive, of course, is the drug deal. So what was going on with Jam Master Jay? Why was he involved? That's the question too. I mean, why is he dealing drugs? Why is he tied to the drugs? Why did these two who knew Jam Master Jay, like you said, and decide to like execute him? Like it was a mob or anything. Was it that big of a deal? Was he deep into selling drugs for some guy for a prominent rap hip hop legend who promoted anti-drugs, and he so happened to be part of a drug deal?
I mean, shit. If he was promoting against the drugs, he probably was. What was I about to say? He's promoting against drugs, but at the same time, I mean, they were probably paying him, like if you're getting paid for a commercial or something like that, like to promote Lululemon or something. And I'm just saying, he could have got paid for that. Maybe he didn't. I don't know.
I know they were getting paid off of Adidas, so I mean,
Yeah. Hey, Adidas,
Adidas.
Yeah,
But-
I want to say it's true. There was a drug deal. Obviously, they got convicted of killing
Yeah.
of Jam Master Jay over that because they wanted like just single him out.
Yeah, they probably have like some words. I don't know. You know, if you watch Power, and I'm just playing.
Hey, Tommy.
If you watch Power and BMF and stuff like that, they be shooting people like in their inner circle because of something that they did or whatever. Who knows? Like, there's a lot of broke rappers now. There's a lot of broke producers and stuff
That's true.
like that.
True.
And maybe the math went meth. Maybe he wasn't making the money or needed to
Yep.
pay something. I don't know. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's gone.
I got a proposition. Well, it's not really a proposition because it's past tense. It's something that should have happened. If he was mentoring 50 Cent to help 50 Cent get on the scene, how come 50, who always has his ear to the street, instead of beefing with Ja Rule, how come 50 didn't put forth the effort to stop all this? It's just a question.
Well, maybe he didn't know.
How can he not know?
And what was the age? Age too, because you know they probably like he's comfortable in the skin now. Back then, he probably didn't know.
Jam Master Jay is the one that helped put him on, so he still had his ear to the street. So he had to hear something. If your mentor gets taken out like that, execution style, I'm sure
you mean? Oh, I see what you're saying. That okay.
You gotta know something. Somebody gonna talk.
Right.
But if that's the person who actually help you to be able to feed your family, why wouldn't you do everything within your power
to help them out?
Instead of trying to stop Ja Rule from doing whatever. I mean, that's just displaced energy, which is stupid. Just my opinion.
Well, I mean, maybe, but I'm saying, I don't know. We don't know how Jam Master Jay really is, too. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not.
Well, I can't force somebody else to be loyal.
Right.
I just didn't understand it. That's all.
So it says here, from 1996 to 2002, they were selling like kilograms of cocaine, like for years, right? And then 10 kilos on consignment was the issue, and something fell through with that 10 kilos. So Jam Master Jay got killed over 10 kilos of cocaine. I don't know how much that is.
It's on consignment. That means he don't have to pay you yet. So what happened?
Maybe
Somebody
had it
early.
Yeah, they want the money.
Well, he didn't pay up last time.
I don't know. It's sad.
It's easy to get away with the banks than it is somebody on the streets.
But then if you kill somebody, you still not gonna get your money.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess they're making an example. But that was really personal to be like that close to him and do that. Unless they got somebody like on BMF, or you're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to be the trigger person to do this. Yeah, y'all gotta watch that.
Well, I mean, these killings like that, like Nipsey got killed. I mean, they knew right away who killed him because right in front of the I mean, but with this one, it was kind of like maybe things were going, like you said, things were going wrong for Jam Master Jay. He didn't want to like reach out to people that he usually reach out to, and he's like, you know what? No, I'm gonna make this money right now, because I'm hurting. He had a school. I know he had Adidas. I know he's still with Run DMC, but he's not getting enough money. He's still got to live that life. Or if he had a family, I think he had a family, right? To provide for the family. He's like, well, let me make a quick, $500,000 on the 10 kilos, and then whatever happened, and got caught up.
That can go quick, especially in New York. So I mean, that probably wasn't enough, and that's probably all he knew. You know what I mean? I don't know.
What's 10 kilos in cocaine? I want to check it out. What's the street worth?
I have no clue at all.
I know the street value of it.
No, you should know, Anthony. You from Baltimore?
Oh damn! 10 kilos is what
they do over there on Utah Street or whatever the street is.
Oh, what's the Kid Mango? What was the price of it back then?
Right.
I don't know. I'm thinking 10 kilos.
There is a website that has all the cocaine tables.
Is there?
Up to 2010.
All you got to do is
kilo.
Listen to Biggie, 10 Crack Commandments.
I know know is
What is 10 kilos? Somebody look it up. Google it.
I'm
How much
looking
is
it
10
up. I'm
kilos
trying
on
to
the
find the
street?
one for the U.S.
I got the cook in my arms.
We're
Yeah,
looking
they
it up
don't
right now.
have for the U.S. They have it for the world. It looks like.
I
Is
can't
that
believe-
before or after you
Look,
cut it with
listen.
Desinex?
when y'all well, that's the next. I thought it was baking powder.
Foot
I
powder.
know.
You cut it with Desinex.
The dark web. How
Yes.
much is 10 kilos of cocaine?
Y'all crackheads.
Okay, so it goes here. A gram of coke, depending who you buy it from, can be $60 to $200 a gram.
What is a ow.
Dark web.
Right?
Yeah, so it's 1,000 grams in a kilo. So you got 10 kilos. So 10,000.
Go ahead,
That's
Andy,
number.
on that metric system.
Oh, here you
ahead.
go. Here you go. Okay, here you go. Here you go.
$1,000.
Talk your stuff.
Kilogram, right, of cocaine. It ranges from 13,000 to 26,000 per kilo. Right? So
Yeah.
say let's top tier.
What's 130,000?
26,000 per kilo. Right? So 26,000 per kilo. He had 10,000. What did I say? 10 grams?
60,000.
Yeah, 10,000. You said 10,000 kilos.
10
10
kilos, yeah.
kilos. Yeah.
It's about 26,000 times 10.
Yeah, so that's roughly a little bit more than $250,000.
Mhm.
That's not a lot.
That's
It's
how
not that
much.
much.
Well, it is if it's like you're owning money, you know.
Yeah, but
when
you,
it-
again,
when it's
make it
when
make
it's-
sense. You live in New York.
when it's someone else's money.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people move to Jersey.
And then that's gotta get their cut, you know. So even if it is worth that, there's like cuts and all that other kind of stuff going on too. I don't know. I just feel like it's not.
Well, that's correct. Yeah, once you get this is cocaine. Cocaine is the rich man's drug.
Yeah. So
You know,
if he's cutting it or whatever,
crack.
and doing
It's crack. Yeah.
Okay.
So CD Gun says about two. Yeah, we're close. $200,000 for 10 kilos. About.
Yeah.
That's the street worth. That would be the street worth. Obviously, you can make more if you cut it up. That could double. You can double if you make. And now you make it crack. So you talk about close to $500,000 worth of stuff if you cut that up. So is it worth getting killed over?
Absolutely not.
I mean, but people get killed for less. I mean,
Hell yeah.
10 G's.
Yeah. $40.
Yeah.
$10 in a plate lunch.
Yeah, your iPhone, shit. Some people get killed over an iPhone.
Jordans.
So here's the deal. So does this give closure? Does it opens up more questions about Jam Master Jay?
I think we got a really. I mean, we know we got a real effed up justice system, but dang, it took way too long. They would just roam in the streets, and they about stupid because they ain't even go nowhere. Like they could have went somewhere. So.
Well, we've got Unsolved Mysteries, Notorious B.I.G., 1997, got shot. 1996, Tupac Shakur, Unsolved. 2018, he got Extension, got killed in Florida in 2018, and then King Von.
You did not say extension. Go back.
Extension. Extend. Yeah.
Extension. Is it XX? How does it say?
Extension.
Yeah.
I don't know the lingo, man. Extension. I'm reading it. Extension, right? XXXX.
His DJ name was Hair Weave.
I don't know, man. I'm Gen X. I have no of these names, man.
DJ Baby Hair.
Aaron. I don't know. Extension.
That boy be on them tracks.
Yeah, I mean he was nice with the the music. I liked it. I was digging his music, but something happened, man.
When he got killed real bad.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, like in his car, and
he just drove off the lot and they just ran up on him.
Yeah. And then of course people had it on camera. Like, can y'all just call the freaking police?
Well, now you're gonna have the fucking 8 cameras in your goggles. You'll be walking around, you're recording the whole time, like, oh shit.
Then they gonna steal your goggles, and then they putting their face on there.
Exactly. Ooh, I just thought about that. You know how people going around news chasing, like TMZ and those guys?
You
You're
can
gonna be
do it
walking.
hands free.
Oh, hands free. They got that goggle walking around, 4K.
Wow, everybody trying to go viral.
Exactly. That's the way of the world.
I think we need to move further out, babe.
We're in Atlantis.
Because
You guys live in like that house from Get Out. Like, motherfucker, you go out there, someone could get killed. Like, you don't care.
They're just gonna bury you in the back.
You can kill a pig squealing. Like, what is going on over there?
we have a neighborhood, right, Anthony? We have a neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm in a neighborhood.
I'm saying us, like we're in a neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm in a neighborhood. I got a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, so it's not like we're the only house out here.
Right. It's not like the house at the end of the road. Have you ever seen that thriller? That's pretty cool.
Have you watched that movie Get Out?
I haven't.
Oh, you gotta watch it. You gotta be in the mood, Toe. You gotta be in the mood. It's
like, what kind of movie?
He hasn't watched Get Out. You haven't watched Get Out?
You gotta watch it.
You wouldn't anyway. Never mind.
You gotta watch it. Key and Peele. What's his name? Key Peele. Jordan Peele. Dude, his mind is different.
Yeah.
His mind is different. The movie was like, what am I watching? Like, oh, it was scary, and then it's like, it's like a comedy. It's everything.
Yeah, because it had Laurel in it. What's his name? Is that Laurel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think the guy was saying the difference between the two of something being scary and something being funny is the music. So if you change the music, it'll be a comedy. Yeah. So that's the reason why he was playing around with the music and everything like that. Oh, I'll give a shout out to JT Coins too. If you guys are ever curious about like coins and everything like that, he breaks down on like junk coins and then actually turns the coins into rings.
What?
Yeah. Nice. And then they cash in with the junk coins and everything like that.
Is it the same like the guy that does the spoon rings?
Similar to that, yeah. But it's not the same guy though. It's a different guy.
Interesting. Yeah. He smelts some coins and makes into a ring.
Yeah, like the old fashioned where you actually just pound into it and make your own hole. Oh, the Pound Town Dungeon.
Yeah, you can.
I'm not sure what he calls it, but also
never have enough holes.
Emotional, damn it.
All right, Jam Master Jay, guys. I don't know the update. It actually opens up a lot of questions, but I feel like a lot of people are not talking. It's the old school mentality, especially in New York. A lot of people knew. 50 cents, he knew.
Yeah.
Wow.
50 cents. Is it 50 cents? It's 50 cents, ain't it?
JT's pound town. Yeah. We gotta see your coins, bro.
Oh, you gotta check out the site. Check it on YouTube.
Okay, I'll check you out, JT. Yeah. JT coin rings.
Pretty what?
That's actually pretty good for anniversaries and weddings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's dope.
I got coins. I got a lot of coins. Japanese, Korean won, Philippines. Actually, that's a great idea. That's a good gift, actually. To make coin rings. Cool. All right. So let's see. D3, are we ready? You got something today?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Well, for those of y'all that know me, y'all know I'm a thinker, and sometimes I think too much. It's a blessing and a curse, but it is what it is. And since earlier we were talking about kids with phones, and we talked about adults with phones. So I have a two-part question. The first part is, how do y'all feel about parents being recorded disciplining their child and being recorded at school?
Oh, hell no.
How do y'all feel about that? That's part one. Part two, how many numbers do you know off memory without your phone? I'm D3. I got questions. What's up?
Off a phone? I know my home phone from my childhood days. till this day.
Yeah, I know my grandmother's landline phone. That's the very
Yep.
first number I ever memorized. And I know my phone number and I know my wife's number. Other than that, I'm drawing blanks.
I know I still have my grandmother's number, my mom's number in my phone, and I still remember that number to this day by heart. That's the only landline number that I know, and my mom's landline number.
Yeah. Mine is 267 619-267-3381. It doesn't exist. Well, it doesn't exist for us anymore, but we've had that since 1979.
Wow.
Go and call that number. I don't know who that number is anymore. We gave up that number.
Mess around. You go call
Mushy, mushy.
Yeah, you gonna call somebody you don't want to talk to.
Not Mighty Helm.
Yeah. So
Mess around, call a prison.
Do you realize like landlines are the ones that we actually know, right? Because we were from that time.
Down that shit, you know.
Yeah, especially if it's a rotary phone.
But also before the zip codes, not the zip codes, the area codes came out, so it was a little easier.
Listen, I didn't memorize his number. I want to say until I probably memorized his number like last year. Probably 2022.
I gotta say my number back to make sure I don't mix up the number for her phone and for mine too.
Yeah.
Like
Alexa, call Rose. That's how I know the number.
Alexa can call Rose. Oh yeah, Will. Yeah.
I know my numbers.
Mhm.
My own personal. I don't know anybody else's number. Because we had to. There was no way we're gonna write it down. Oh yeah, we write it down, but your little black book. But you had to remember. You had to remember like your landlines. Of course, your grandma, your mom, your home. Those are the ones that we really, really had to learn all the time. But right now, shit, I don't know anybody's number.
Yeah. I don't know.
And it's crazy because at my job, there's a section downstairs on the first floor where they actually have little payphones there. I don't think they work, but they just sit there on the wall.
You should call somebody on a payphone. See what happens.
Nothing. Yeah. Plus, I ain't had no change anyway. I couldn't put a debit card into it, so I was stuck.
Ain't that crazy though? Like, how many people actually walk around with change? Think about it.
I have a few. I mean, got a couple of dimes and nickels and quarters, but
most of the time, if you think about it, we use our debit cards more than I think we use like cash and stuff like that.
Nowadays, yeah, especially when you get the points on the cards, you're like, fuck it, $1.50, fuck it, charge it.
I love going to the Amish place here, and when I go to the Amish market, like they don't take credit cards or anything like that. You got to have cash. So they're like, I have to go to the up the street.
Barbershops now, salon, spa, they don't take cash now, man, because Venmo and Cash App, they charging that $10.99. Like everybody getting charged about $10.99.
They get charged $10.99.
Well, they're reporting it now.
Oh, you mean
I mean, technically they're supposed to anyways, but a lot of people are doing, just Venmo me, Cash App me, or Apple Pay me.
Statements and stuff.
Exactly, and they're treating it like a cash, like they're not really reporting it now. Like people are making thousands and thousands off these Cash App Venmo. So now people are like, no, just pay me cash now. Because credit card fees are going up. If you know how to business, credit card fees are going up like big time.
Yeah.
Because they're going up because they're not being used as much before because of Venmo and Cash App and Zillow. That makes sense. Yeah. So they had to make up that fee or that absence of them using it. I don't know, like you have to minimum $5 or something like that.
I think that's minor compared to people are actually paying their bills. Because if more people pay their bills, the less money they're gonna make. Because right now, because of the way how the stock market is, not the stock market, the way how the inflation is set up, a lot of people are falling behind. So these credit card companies are pretty happy right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, credit cards making billions of dollars from all of us trying to add those points.
Try trillion.
Oh, sorry, trillions. All right. Yeah. So, Coach Anthony, you ready?
Yep.
Got something, Mark.
All right, so let's get right to it. One of the things that I want you to do is start thinking about how are you going to plan for Christmas. Yes, I know we talking about Christmas because some of you might have already filed your taxes or waiting until that last minute on April 14th or 15th to file your taxes this year. But make sure that you do that soon and also fund your holiday. I know some of you might be strapped, but start thinking about it. Start putting $2 away. I don't know. Maybe you didn't go to McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's because Wendy's changed in their prices at will if they want to. Put $5 away, put $10 away. You'll actually start seeing that difference, even if you do it like once a week. So you do it once a week until Christmas, or even the month before Christmas. Some people like to shop in November. I'm one of them, and just knock it out. So $10 a day. $10 a week is my suggestion that you start looking into. Start planning for the holidays today. That's what I got for today.
Yeah, I keep saying that to myself for years. And then December 20th, the code rolls around like, oh shit, I gotta go buy presents.
Right.
$10.
Christmas now. I'll be getting it in early.
Yeah, that's the best. I've done it a couple times where I bought most of my presents in November. I'm like, oh, thank God, most of the sales, especially Thanksgiving. I mean, that's Thanksgiving. Black Friday is one of the best time to go shopping for anything. But
I got to be black.
it could be brown Friday if it wants to be. Last week, I saw someone recording a mother beating her child at school because he was distraction to his classmates. It was beyond.
Yeah, I mean,
if my kid starts recording me beating him, let him record it. I don't.
No, the kid wasn't the one recording. It was somebody else that was following her, dragged the kid out of the class.
Oh, last week I saw someone recording her mother beating her child.
Yeah, somebody was recording her because the kid was a distraction, and the teacher, the principal called the mom. The mom took the kids out, and somebody was recording her beating the kid. Somebody else. It was a third party that was recording her walking the kid out of the classroom, dragging him by his arm, and whipping.
There's a difference between beating and spanking.
Yeah.
Am I wrong or right?
Yeah, but I just really think that kids are getting over nowadays because a lot of them need that.
Hell yes.
But if that's the case, they should have got it before they got this. They should have got a discipline in them some kind of way before they got to school. I mean, you can discipline a child.
I mean, there's a lot of kids that do get disciplined before they go to school. Not necessarily, but they do get disciplined, and then they still, act out. Like yesterday when they asked me at the register, they were like, "Hey, you want to round up to donate to the Boys and Girls Club?" You know what I said, right?
No.
Yes, no, just playing.
You donate your quarter.
No, I didn't. I was just like, these kids are bad, sir. I'm not doing it right now.
You don't even know if they're
Ask Ariel.
You don't even know if they're getting that money.
Yeah, I don't know if they're getting it. If they are getting it or whatever, I'm just like, okay, I don't know. But I've donated before, but yesterday I was just being silly, and I was
yeah. I mean, it's like a couple cents. Like Panda does that all the time, right? Hey, you want to donate? Yeah, whatever, man. 25 cents. I went on to carry coins. Round it up.
Get it. I got trust issues.
Yeah, but I mean, no, but seriously, like these kids is different now. They're not like they different. They don't give a fuck. They got too many rights.
They do. They go crazy. They go crazy in the schools, man. They're not listening to nobody.
You got kids Googling laws and stuff,
But then at the same time, you shouldn't beat the brakes off of that kid. That kid still has to go back to school. And what's stopping the other kids, his classmates, from bullying that kid about him getting whooped by his parents?
Well, then they're gonna act out and be a bully to the other kids.
Exactly, it's a cycle.
Yeah,
I got spanked. Hey, I got spanked many a times. I am not a bully.
In front of your class, in front of your classmates.
I got hanged. No, not from my classmates.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like in front of your classmates.
But I got hanged upside down. My dad took a switch. Yep.
You got hanged upside down.
Hell yeah. He held me upside down like this. He held me up down.
Well, Well, I mean, the doctor did it, so he can too.
I don't know, man. Yes. And I got because I know I got in trouble. So one day I got my baseball glove and put it in my pants. Oh, I got hit in the leg more than my butt.
And that's even worse.
Well,
And
it's
then-
in the leg, so you can wear pants. That's
Yep.
why.
And then the dead pinch, the deadly pinch. My mom
To the fat of the tricep.
everywhere. She'd be pinching me like
Got it in church.
I wasn't a bad kid, but I did some stuff that I shouldn't have done. Don't make me violent. So I'm okay.
My mom hit hard.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, she hit hard. She had them hands like back in the day where they take stuff out the oven without a mitt.
Yeah, they call it Big Bad B because that B stands for body shots. Pow!
Yeah, they call my mom is Big Bad B.
AKA
Wow.
nose. Bow!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she hit hard. So I don't mess with her like that. Not even that. I mean, 50, I don't even mess with my mom like that.
I don't cuss around my mom. I know better.
Yeah, well, your mom knows about that monkey in the tree, so.
Oh,
you know what? She came. You know what? She actually revamped her statement now recently. She said, well, maybe they weren't monkey kids. She said they might have just been monkeys that they brought up. And I said, well, why the hell were they?
Emotional, damn it.
Mom, were they monkeys or monkey kids?
that little munchy cheese.
You must have been high when you watching the other little kids.
She said they would scurry up the tree. I'm just like, what?
Maybe the kids were just hairy.
No. She said, now I come to think about it, they might have just been monkeys. I'm like, well, what?
I don't know if you guys know the story, but Mama probably told the story to Carla about the monkey kids.
Yeah, when they were younger, that they were kids, and they would come up with their parents from Florida. And when they would get to the destination near my mom's house, whatever, the people would go to work, and while the parents would go to work, the kids would scurry up the tree, and they had tails, and they called them monkey kids.
All right, now she said you better behave.
Uh-oh.
Mama Barbara's like, oh, monkey kids.
Never mind. She was like,
you better behave. You better behave.
She gonna put us on punishment for next week.
I ain't dealing with y'all.
I live here in San Diego, so I'm safe.
You on punishment too. Can't get on the podcast.
All right. So we haven't brought this back in a while. I know Carla loves this, and I do actually too. Coverland, stand by. All right. So we've got this cover. You like Sam Cooke?
How do we like
Sam Cooke? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, Sam Cooke. So there's this guy named Xavier D. Lewis. He has YouTube, Lewis Band, Instagram, the real Xavier Lewis. Singing Sam Cooke, You Send Me.
Go, Xavier.
Okay.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
In a little tent, oh, and just like that river I've been running. Oh,
that's not You Send Me.
been nothing long,
Yeah.
a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
There you go, brother. I love
It's
you.
been too hard living, and I'm afraid to die. I don't know what's up there. Oh, beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming.
Damn. Okay.
Feeling that.
Fall down, down. Somebody telling me don't hang around. It's been up a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it is. Then I go to my and I say, brother, help me please, yeah. And my brother winds up knocking me back down on my knees. Oh, there were times when I thought
Look at
I
that.
wouldn't last too long. But now I think that I'm able to carry on. It's been up a long time coming.
Yeah, that boy got some.
Wow.
Oh, a change is gonna come. Yeah.
the whole time.
I have not heard anybody do a cover like this that didn't do well.
Well, you know, me and Anthony do a good cover too.
What?
Yeah, completely off key.
No, Baltimore shuffle.
No, we gotta let that coochie
Hands
breathe.
on your knees. Hands
Let
on
the
your
coochie
knees.
breathe. I got sushi. That's my song right now. Sushi.
Hey, we
Sushi,
got
sushi.
something else. Real quick. Boy.
Go ahead.
So everybody, we
Oh,
have been
yeah. Forgot.
with the best producer ever in life. Floyd got us this. This is a sound. What was it? Tongue drum? What is it called?
Tone drum, for
Yeah.
those of you who might not know of what we speaketh.
So a couple years ago, I became an esthetician and a massage therapist, and we got into Crystal and me and Carla. We talk about this, about energy and sound rhythms.
Well,
Now
energy.
is a healer. So by surprise, I sent him an Amazon gift. I forgot about it. And Carla go, who the hell gave me?
And that
No.
came.
Yeah, we didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know where it came from. I made like a TikTok, Instagram video. I was like, "Oh, who sent this to us?" That has happened to us like a few other times before, where people have sent us stuff, and I mean, it'd be really nice stuff. And I'm like, "Well, where did this come from?" And then they'll fess up on like social media or something.
Now think about that. That should have been foreshadowing for us to do product reviews. Just people just randomly sending us stuff and.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, this is the focus. It's here we go, right here.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy too. It's a really nice
Okay.
pink.
Everybody breathe.
Okay, go ahead, hit it.
It's like chopsticks.
Babe, hit it hard. Pause.
He said hard.
Harder.
I got sushi. Sushi.
That middle one. I like the middle
So
tone.
make this work one way.
I
For you.
really like the middle tone. The middle tone. Watch it. He don't do it like I do it.
Well, let her strap on.
That's like the tone for NBC. Doom,
Right.
doom, doom.
Well, anyways,
It has the guitar picks to it too.
oh, okay.
So yeah, it's really nice. He said, "Oh, okay," like he didn't know.
So it's so it's a healing tone, and you can
Right.
wake up in the morning to attune your soul and your spirit
Yes.
if you want to calm yourself
That, like
down.
meditation frequencies,
Hakuna Matata.
crystals, all it.
Sushi. I like sushi. Sushi.
But when you say that, you got to wear furry boots.
My God.
Well, thank you. I need to buy one for myself too. I haven't meditated in a long time, and I need that.
That's dope.
Hopefully, it heals you and a blessing for you and the family. For Ariel too, and helps to
Thank you for joining,
bring
JT.
JT. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Monica.
I'm gonna look you up. I think I got some projects for you. I need to get some coins.
Appreciate it.
I'm Brenda.
CD Guns.
Guns,
This one in a billion.
yes.
Mama Barbara. Peace.
Ariel, she'll never say nothing, but she on here, y'all. Every Sunday.
You'll call her out.
She'll be out of her room like, you know what? Why did I?
Yeah. Well, thank you guys. Happy March, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Coach Anthony, I think every Thursday still. You still do it
Every Thursday. Yep.
Every Thursday. About that wallet. Like, subscribe, and comment.
Right.
Definitely appreciate that.
Thank you,
See you guys. Bye.
Hey.
We hope you enjoyed the show today. Do us a favor and click on the like button or share our podcast. Thanks for listening. Till next time, we are Highway 54.